Hey everybody, this is Samantha
and Hope,
and today we're talking about credit card debt. Alright, Hope, so everyone in the nation pretty much has credit card debt, but I don't. I'm pretty sure you don't.
I don't.
So
what
credit cards do you have?
I only have one.
Same.
And I believe I only got it because I needed it for, I don't even remember what it was anymore. I needed it to either have my first apartment or something like that. And because I think my dad actually did co-sign on my first apartment. Because I didn't have any credit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I also only have one credit card, and I only got it also because you basically need it to do, life and adult things. And if you ever want to buy a house, you have to have good credit score. Mm-hmm. It's kind of I don't know, for some reason the world has decided that you need it. But I got one that's got really good cashback value.
Oh, nice.
So I do use it for everything, but I just pay it back right away because I'm not
is kind of a
interested
thing.
in
A lot. I heard some people tell me oh yeah, that really sucks, but you need to have a credit card and you need to go into debt in order to get a good credit score. And
why do they tell you that? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Technically, I guess you could say I'm in debt, but I'm not spending money that I don't have, and I don't even have enough credit limit on my credit card to spend more than I have in my bank account. So it's kind of impossible for me.
Yeah, I've always grown up with if you have a credit card, treat it like a debit card, and always pay back the entire thing at the end of the month.
Yep.
Because otherwise it's just gonna snowball. And the video we did about compound interest, that can also go in the negative direction, and it can compound against you and get you in further and further and further in debt, because every month you then have to pay interest on your interest, which really is not fun.
Right now there's about $1 trillion in national debt, I believe, in the USA, which averages out to about $6,000 a person, and that's not necessarily everyone who has a credit card. That's just $6,000 a person. Which is really wild. It's not a good thing. We don't like debt on this channel.
But basically, I've always grown up with the mantra, do not spend what you do not have.
Yep.
And do not spend IFCOM money, which is basically if you knew you were going to get paid on Friday, you shouldn't spend that money until you actually do have it.
Yeah.
Not I'm gonna have it in 2 days, so I can spend it now. It's it's not yours yet.
Yeah, not a good idea. Yeah, and we have more details on this on our latest blog posts about debt, and we cover credit card debt as well as student loan debt and auto debt. And it all basically boils down to one primary rule, which is don't spend money you don't have. Mm-hmm. And if you do have to do it, then pay it off as much as you can in full in the beginning, and then as quickly as you can pay off the remainder, so that you don't get that basically compound.
Yeah, that compounding
debt
snowball against you.
Yeah. Okay, so for a quick example of what credit card debt could look like, let's say you have $3,000 on your credit card debt.
Okay.
If you were to have $3,000 in debt on a credit card, it would take you, it would take you 14 years to pay that off. And you would have to pay an extra $2,000. And that's a long period of time, but it's also a big chunk of money.
Yeah.
And you're not only going to have that $3,000 on your credit card, you're going to be adding more, buying more with your credit card.
And that too.
So it's not you just, in real life, you don't just put $3,000 on a credit card and then, I'll just pay this out over 14 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to end up being even more than that. It's just an example of that $3,000 is going to take you 14 years if you pay your minimum payment monthly, and then that interest is going to add up to $2,000, which is 2/3 exactly, almost double amount.
Yeah, what you originally put on there.
Yep.
So a lot of people already have credit card debt, and this is a lot of ways to avoid it. But like you're saying, if you are in credit card debt right now, the best way to get out of it would be
paying off as much as you can afford monthly. And if you really are in that much debt, you need to probably cut back on your living situation.
Stop going to Starbucks.
Yeah, just cut out unnecessary expenses.
It's not the end of the world if you are in debt, but it is something you want to avoid. Alright everybody, that about wraps it up for this video. This has been Hope
and Samantha,
and we've been talking about credit card debt. We will see you guys next time.